Hey, you guys. So, today I really just want to talk to you a little bit about the fact that we all have spiritual gifts. Everyone does. And the truth that Spirit has really shared with me about that is that in order to step into the better understandings that we want for ourselves, it's time to begin to tap into whatever understanding of that you're not tapping into. Begin the process. And for many of you, you may think that I'm speaking about tapping into the 4D, 5D understandings that may relate to anything esoteric, tarot and energy work and all those other understandings. But no, because if you are or consider yourself to be a spiritualist, maybe the spiritual thing that you need to tap into is the 3D world, which is spiritual. Maybe it's time for you to get your 3D house in order. Maybe it's time to make sure that that side of things is grounded for you so that you can have a better life. It's not just, I know there's a lot of people out there that think that it's a spiritual understanding. You're supposed to be tapping into all this 4D and 5D stuff in some heavy way, and that's the way. But no, there are things there that you're meant to connect to and tap into for intuitive purposes so you can guide yourself through your 3D life. And at a later date, when you are in a place of truly balance and stability in your 3D life, then gaining more connection and building more connection out with the 4D and 5D world. So that is the truth of that understanding. The playground experience that many people have in the 4D and 5D realm, that's great. But a lot of the ways that it's used at this time can be seen as disassociating and not dealing with the things that you need to deal with in your life. Your 3D life is the life that has a physical form. And Spirit does not want you to depart from that understanding. It has so many great, amazing things for you in the physical world if you do the work to balance it out. So, for those of you who have the understanding of being heavily able to tap into your 4D and 5D understandings and doing all of that, it's time to check and make sure that you have done what you need to do and the 3D world to have it be balanced for yourself, whether it's building a financial stable position for yourself, whether it's protecting your energy, whether it is making sure you have space, the right space in your environment. There's so much that goes on there. It's about balance, not just the understanding of 4D and 5D, but balance. 3D is spiritual too. And for the ones that feel so heavily attached to the 3D, if you want a better world, even if it's hard, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but a better world requires for you to integrate into the other understandings as well. And there are people that go back and forth about real or not real. But if you're here in this moment, I hope it leads you to the understanding of not worrying about whether it's real or not real and worrying about, is it something that can help you have greater balance in your life, greater fullness, greater stability and wholeness, greater peace. There, I really feel like it's something that's not talked about, that maybe there's a lot of people that feel so cut off and disconnected. Yes, because there are things going on in this world, but also because they've cut themselves off or they are cut off from a part of themselves. Your soul wants to be noticed. It wants your attention. It really does. And many of these things that you see at this time, it's like an added collective understanding of souls being ignored. And your soul is done. Our souls are done being ignored. And these things that we see around us, if we want true change, if we want the better world that we all deserve, and that I trust that Spirit is going to bring us, if we want that, we have to stop ignoring our soul understanding. And for the ones that are very 3D connected, it may not be tapping into the 4D and 5D in the way that you think. It can be just seen as you changing and shifting your life in the ways that you feel called to, that you may be discounting or scared to do. It's just that simple. Those other things are going to follow when you do that. Because as you do it, you are letting your soul in. When you leave a situation that is not soul meant for you, that feels just really, really wrong for you on a soul level, when you leave an environment like that and you move toward what you truly want for yourself, you're telling your soul that you're ready for more, to step into all the other truths and understandings. So it's time for that. We can have a better world. The better world is already here. In many ways, it's already here. It's ushering itself in. But make no mistake, everything that we see at this time is all of our collective souls being like, we've done. We've done with the physical understanding, ignoring us. It's time to integrate. It's time to make change and through connecting with you. That is how you change the world. You change the world by connecting with you. Your soul has a master plan for how you are meant to move towards success and reward and fulfillment. But when are you going to start listening to it? The time is now. The time is now. It's here. This is the moment. This is all the moment you have. Begin listening and trusting your soul. I know many of you are in environments and situations that you don't want to be in, but you stay, not because you don't have another choice, but because it's a hard choice. And it may not be easy, but this environment that you're in is probably not easy too, whatever the case may be, however it is. Focus on, in this moment, if it's hard, just ask yourself, what small thing can I do that's listening to myself? What's the beginning of that? And let that be a beginning. Speak that understanding into existence. Me doing this one thing is beginning the shift and change for my reality. Maybe it's getting on a set schedule. Maybe it's doing something that is just for you. Maybe it's making sure you go to bed on time. Whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. Figure out one small thing that can be the understanding of you beginning to do what feels right for you. It can be anything. It really can. And in doing this and moving this way, call it in. Call your soul in to assist you. That's what it takes. That's all it takes. It doesn't have to be this big, grand thing to start. No. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So let's begin eating this elephant because we have things to do. We have a world to make better for ourselves, but all the other children that exist here, they deserve so much. They deserve so, so much. And I don't want another generation of children to grow up in dysfunction and divisiveness. I don't want that. I don't know if I want children, but I know that the way this world currently is not the world that I want my children to be birthed in. So if I'm going to be a mama, then it's a lot I have to do to assist this world and change it, and I'm willing to do that. Not because I think I want kids. I still don't know about that. However, I'm willing to do it because there are children that are already here that deserve better. They do. They deserve for a generation to finally get down and figure it out. And maybe it's time for us to be the ones. Maybe it's time for us to be the ones who do it. And if y'all not ready, I'm ready. So please do your best to get ready. But I know y'all ready because a lot of y'all be hooping and hollering on social media. Man, we need to do something. We do need to do something, so let's do it. Because I'm not just here to talk about it. I'm here to be about it. I'm here to walk through you and through these understandings with you and assist you, because I understand that assisting one assists us all. That is why I am here. I promise you it's for a better world. I promise you that I am here to make change in this world. I promise you that I'm going to do my best to follow this path that God has placed in front of me to whatever end, to whatever end. I believe in that better world for all of us. We deserve it. I've heard so many tears. I've heard so many cries. I've heard so much sadness. And it's not about perfection, you know? It's never that it's about being perfect. But we can do better. We can do better for all of us, for ourselves. We can do better. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope this message resonates. And if it doesn't, I hope you find what does.